Against my love shall be as I am now, with time's injurious hand, crushed and o'erworn.
Do it again. Use those real breaths. Use real breaths. Don't rush it. Here we go.
Against my love shall be as I am now, with time's injurious hand, crushed and o'erworn.
Okay, you took the breaths, but the first two were almost exactly the same quality, same size. Change it. Different breaths, whatever it is that needs, that impels you, what impulse you get on the breath is when you start talking immediately. Don't wait.
Okay. Against my love shall be as I am now, with time's injurious hand, crushed and o'erworn.
Crushed and o'erworn. Crushed and o'erworn. Time's injurious hand. It was going so well, but watch the tune. Get rid of the tune.
Against my love shall be as I am now, with time's injurious hand, crushed and o'erworn. When hours have...
Don't rush it. You didn't need to rush when hours. And again, you're going back to this head stuff. Go back. Do it again. Relax, relax.
Against my love shall be as I am now, with time's injurious hand, crushed and o'erworn.
Okay, so, got underneath that. You're a singer.
No.
Someone told me you were a singer. Okay, I guess only karaoke, tequila drenched.
She lied to me too.
Okay, so there's not enough force that's driving you through these lines, these thoughts. You're
Well, it's because you told us not to act, and then
the same energy that it takes to act is what's required with this too.
Against my love shall be as I am now,
Get moved by this material.
with time's injurious hand, crushed and o'erworn. When hours have drained his
Hold on.
blood.
Did you guys hear that tune, that drone? Crushed and o'erworn on times. You've got to get rid of it. Get it out of your ear. Against my love shall be as I am now, with time's injurious hand, crushed and o'erworn. Is not a tune. That's just staying on the thoughts. Stay on the thoughts. And think that'll give you so much more power, and it will drive you. Stay on the thoughts. Here we go.
Against my love shall be as I am now, with time's injurious hand, crushed and o'erworn. When hours have drained his blood and filled his brow with lines and wrinkles, when his youthful morn hath traveled on to age's steepy night, and all those beauties whereof now he is king are vanishing or vanished out of sight, stealing away the treasure of his spring. For such a time do I now fortify against confounding ages.
Hold on. Sorry. Take it again from for such a time.
For such a time
Don't rush. Take a real breath. Now,
do I now fortify
take a real breath.
against confounding ages, cruel knife.
Okay. Again, but did you hear how you were singing it instead of creating the thought and just taking the thought all the way through? Speaking it, not singing it? Take it again.
From 4 to 5?
Yeah.
For such a time. For such a time do I now fortify against confounding ages, cruel knife, that he shall never cut from memory my sweet love's beauty, though my lover's life. His beauty shall in these black lines be seen.
Okay, hold on. But I think you have this false idea of speaking poetry that you've got to get out of your head. And that is, it's not singing and it's not recital. It's embodying the actual thought. Against my love shall be as I am now, crushed and or worn, or whatever the line is, right? Let it take you. Let the thought take you. Right now, you're in a dreamland. It seems like you're on morphine or something.
I honestly, because I keep getting a different answer every time I come up here. You're acting, don't act. It's a poem, it's a sonnet, I don't know. People are very passionate when they do poems, so that's why I don't know where's the middle between this type of poem
we have to
and a
find
poem.
it. We have to find it, and you're not quite understanding what I'm saying, and so therein lies the problem.
No, I do understand. I just haven't found the medium of what you want. That's all. I have to work on it more, and I didn't really work on it this week. And I have never been able to see any of the videos. I've never seen one, so I haven't listened to. I have recorded my own voice, but yeah.
Okay, all right. So there is a kind of drone that you're bringing to the poem. You've got to get rid of it. I'm doing a poem now.
No, I understand completely what you're saying. It's just that I think I'm really bored with it already too. With this sonnet, I'm just like, I'm bored. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. Would you just mimic me? Mimic me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's see this. Here, just mimic me. You know it. Against my love.
Against my love.
No, more energy behind it. Against my love.
Against my love.
Shall be as I am now.
Shall be as I am now.
With time's injurious hand.
With time's injurious hand.
I took a breath after times. With time's injurious hand.
With time's injurious hand.
Take a breath after times. With time's injurious hand.
With time's injurious hand.
Crushed and or worn.
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 Against my love.
Against my love.
Shall be as I am now.
Shall be as I am now.
With time's injurious hand. Crushed.
With time's injurious
No,
hand.
I took the breath after times. With time's injurious hand.
With time's injurious hand. That's a new breath for
But
me. I
listen.
should take it after hand.
I know, I'm changing it. I want you to mimic me. And I'm not saying with times, I'm saying with times, not with times. With time's injurious hand.
With time's injurious
But
hand.
take the breath after times.
With time's injurious hand.
Okay, now, after you say times, when you're taking the breath, think How am I going to describe time? Go ahead. With time, breath?
With time.
Don't rush. Think about it. How are you going to describe time?
Injurious hand.
Now, take the next breath and consider how you're going to continue.
Crushed and or worn.
Good. Now, take another breath and consider how you're going to continue. Go.
When hours have drained his blood.
Okay. New breath.
And filled.
No. Change. Come on. You're getting moved. You got to get moved by it. Okay. Take a new breath.
And filled his brow with lines and wrinkles.
New breath.
And his youthful morn.
Keep going. Yeah. More
had
energy.
traveled on to age's steepy night.
Okay. So that's what's happening. You're not investing enough of yourself, Carmelia. So that's going to be, there's going to be a disconnect. You really have to just get into these sonnets. They're not meant to put people to sleep. They're meant to think, make them think deeply. Against my love shall be as I am now. Fucked! Totally fucked! But god damn it, time is never gonna defeat me and my love. Because guess what? I wrote this fucking beautiful sonnet for my love. No one's ever gonna forget this because it's fucking beautiful. That's what this sonnet is about. You have to move yourself. You have to be moved by it. So don't get rid of it yet. You're going to end up loving this one a lot. Okay? Will you come back? Try it one more.